Good evening, fellow treble winners. How you all doing today? Welcome back to another live video, another transfer update, talking about all things Manchester City Football Club. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Don't forget, immediately top of this video, please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's good to see the subscribers going up lately. It does mean a lot. It really genuinely does. And it also means a lot when you hit that like button as well on the channel. Like the video. It absolutely does help. It absolutely is wonderful to see the support going up. Already 100 people watching. Let's get those likes up nice and good as we chat through this today. Don't forget as well, there is loads more content on the channel at the moment. I've been doing absolutely loads of stuff. So if you like this kind of thing, if you like breaking news, if you like fan views where fans from all around the world chat to me, or immediate match reactions with my face plastered over the thumbnails, or watch-alongs, or the previews, or tactical analysis. What else have I done? You know, I've done so much. I've got obviously regular videos of ASAN coming. I've got breakdowns on players. I've got the rivals coming back tomorrow as well. Hopefully, I should have Timsy on tomorrow. Fingers crossed for the rivals. Should be good fun. Loads of stuff. So don't forget, if you find this content, subscribe to the channel. It does help support, and it is massively appreciated. So who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Who we got here? Hello, Scarface. We got Cameron. We got Pumler. We got Dash Mess, my man. Hope you well. I chatted to Dash Mess last night on the Fan View Live as well. And we've got Louis Meadows as well, and Gnome as well, and Nam. It's good that you're all here. It's good that you're all well. So I'm looking forward to it. What's up, Stephen? I'm good, mate. What's up, me and the wife and Ruben? We were just up the hill when all this kind of news broke early. We went for a big old walk up the hill, and it was lovely, actually. We had a cracking time. The first hike we'd done with Ruben, if I'm being honest, and he loved it, man. He loved it. It was great stuff. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see that, but you know, can you see that? There's the family up the hill. It was nice, isn't it? You know, look at that. You know, it was a great time. We had a great time. I'm wonderful, and I'm in a really good mood, actually. I'm in a really good mood. So why are we live? You know, you might be thinking, what's this guy live for? What's he chatting about? What's this man waffling on about right now? Because there's transfer news. There's been an awful lot going on when I was out for the past few hours. Where do you want me to start, everyone? Should I start with Cancelo? Should I start with Nunes? Let me know in the chat and we can get there. The son is wonderful, actually, Joe. He's brilliant, mate. He's absolutely ace. He's going to his first game on Saturday as well. Can't wait. Going to the Fulham game. Very lucky I've got hospitality. So, Camelot's a big one there. Cameron. The first few to reply were Cancelo. I'm going to start with Cancelo because I feel like I should start there, you know. It's old news, but let's get the old news out of the way. First. Apparently, here we go. We jump over here now to the aggregators. City and Barcelona agreed a loan deal for Joao Cancelo with a buy option clause included. I'll jump over to Fabrizio's tweets. Fabrizio said, here we go, earlier, Man City and Barca are finally exchanging documents right now to get a deal signed. He's prepared to travel to Barcelona tonight, and loan deal with buy option clause included. It's just a matter of time. There we go. So it looks like he's finally going. It's a weird one because it's sort of... Does anyone else feel this way? I just feel so numb to him going, which is a massive shame, man, because Joao Cancelo has been such a wonderful player for us from Manchester City for an awful long time. I should care about him leaving more. But it's just, I just sort of feel numb to it. Maybe it's because he left in January, you know, and it feels like he hasn't really come back since. And it's such a shame that, you know, the way that he came to Manchester City and the way that he ended, well, the way that he ended has been so sour. And he has been sour. There's no two ways about it. Guardiola obviously decided that he was a limb that needed to be cut off to save the rest of the body. But he did, as Mad Hatter said in the chat, he burned his bridges, you know. He was gone in January. Exactly, Cameron. And that's how I feel about it. It's one of those things where, you know, excellent player, a maverick, Cancelo culture will long live on in my memory. What a man. So good for ages. But it just didn't work out, and he couldn't swallow his pride a little bit to an extent. And we moved on without him. We got Vardy in now, we got Ake, we got obviously Rico Lewis, we've got Kyle Walker. They are our fullback options, and they're all quality. And we don't need that maverick brilliance outside. And we are better, we are stronger without him right now. That's not to say he's not a brilliant footballer. He is. He's an absolutely wonderful footballer. I can't deny that whatsoever. He's immense. He's brilliant. He's quality. You know, he's Joao Cancelo. But right now, it's best for everyone if we all just move on. It's best for everyone if life just cracks on. He finds himself somewhere else, you know, and that is life. That is how it's going to be, and I'm absolutely fine with it. I wish him all the best. I genuinely do. I think he does have some slight... I think he has... I don't think he's the most... What's the way to put it? Emotionally secure people at times. I don't think he is. I feel like he needs to... I feel like he's got a lot of, he had a really tough, a lot of tough things happen to him in his life, and I feel like he's got a bit of a short temper at times, and I understand he's had a very difficult, he's had some intensely traumatic experiences for what I know. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's not fully got over all that stuff. And in general, it's been difficult for him. And he seems to struggle with a feeling of rejection, which is difficult for him. And but either way, his mum's death, the burglary. The way he reacts, and to be honest, the way people said about him, he's just, it's like apparently he's quite intense, and look, stuff that happens in your past can affect your future actions. And I'm speculating here to an extent, but I do feel like I don't think he's a fundamentally bad person, but I feel like he's got a temper, and I think that unfortunately is the issue here. But you can understand, as Alistair said, you can understand the way he is, because he has had a difficult time in life. And look, I mean this in the greatest respect, and I think I don't want to get this wrong, but I feel like he lost his mum, I feel like he might have been in the car or something like that as well. I swear it was something like that. I might be wrong, but it was very traumatic and very PTSD stuff, basically. He lost his mum near land, and I feel like it's affected him a little bit. And I feel like you can tell through his actions in his life, and he's quite temperamental, and he always puts his hashtag about his mum and stuff like that. And I feel like I don't blame him basically for being a bit of a whiner and a bit moany, because I feel like he's had a tough life that way, and I understand it, But anyway, Cancelo, right now it's. I'm going around the houses because I don't want to talk about something so deeply serious, so flippantly. I don't feel qualified enough, but I think it's relevant to note why he is where he is. As Rachel said, according to Rachel, said he was 80, he was in the car with his mother when it crashed. Yeah, it's awful, and that stuff does affect you. So I think the point I'm making is that, and I've been guilty of this sometimes, when I call him a moaner and stuff like that, you forget how much things like that can shape you. And that was less than a decade ago still, It wasn't that long ago. That stuff can really shape your life, massively shape your life, and shape you as a person. And I guess what I'm saying is he can moan, he can be a little bit of a whiner, but he's had a tough, traumatic experience, and a lot of people do. So we'll see, and fair play to him, he's a wonderful footballer. I don't think he's a bad person, and I think he just struggles with some decisions in life, and I wish him all the best. I sincerely mean that. I wish him all the best. And Barcelona, I don't think they'll sign him. I think he'll go somewhere else after Barcelona. Let him play great football, great few years, the best left back in the world for us for a while. Excellent stuff. Let's move on. To Matheus Nunes. David Ornstein, I think, is the one who's broken the news earlier. I'll find David Ornstein's tweets. Where are we at? Ornstein. Here we go. Mr. Ornstein. It's his birthday today, apparently. Happy birthday, David. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, mate. I'm going to do this now. Now you can all like this. Cheers for the Nunes updates. There we go. I've been very nice there, Happy birthday, Mr. Ornstein. There we go. Apparently, the latest news with Nunes is that he's gone on strike. Now, I saw someone earlier in the chat. Someone in the chat earlier said, I think it was Cameron, and Cameron's got a point here. Cameron said, I don't like it when a player has that in the character to go on strike. Paqueta was way more professional with West Ham. Well, the only I would rather a striker than a criminal, is the way I would put it. It's all very well be professional, but then if you're actually likely to break the law, so you gotta look at it in two ways, man. Yeah, you gotta look at it two ways there. And the thing is, but you've got a point. But as I was about to say, Mahrez did it as well. Mahrez sort of pushed it through. Mahrez, for what it's worth, is also one who didn't like being on the bench, but still, Mahrez, an immense professional. Mahrez a tiny bit of a moaner, but ultimately an excellent professional. You take it because he's worth it. Mahrez is worth a tiny bit of a moan every now and then. But the thing is, he is obviously really keen on this move. He's really keen on this move, and some players have to sort of push it through every now and then, And Kane did it as well at one point. Don't forget, Kane did it. We all would have taken Kane at the time. Sometimes Van Dijk did it for Liverpool. Do you think Liverpool care? Do you think they got the best centre back in the world at the time? Look. It happens. A lot of players do it because they know it's their big chance, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them to an extent. It's just life, isn't it? Did Messi did it? Messi did it as well to try and get to us, but it didn't happen. All I need to know is that he wants to come here. And I would say the idea of this strike is that it's going to try and push it forward a little bit further. I'll try and find. Here we go. Here's the article. It says Matheus Nunes has stopped. Apparently it's Nunes, isn't it? Matheus Nunes. I don't know. Someone might be winding me up there, but apparently it's Nunes, not Nunes. Anyway, I don't know. Stopped training with Wolverhampton Wanderers and informed the club of his wish to join Man City. Premier League champions want to sign Nunes before the summer transfer market closes on Friday night. Wolves rejected an offer worth 55 million euros, about 47 million quid, determined to stand firm unless a proposal meets the valuation. 25-year-old midfielder will face disciplinary action over his absence, and Wolves intend to bring him back into their squad after the window shuts so the deal can be struck before then. He joined from Sporting for £42 million, so I understand why they want to make more of a profit on that. The problem is they know we've got who's available on free transfer. Let's have a look. Should we see which free agents are available? Who's available on the free agents? Eden Hazard, Sergio Ramos, Jesse Lingard, Mata, Jovetic, bring him back. Andros Townsend, Axel Tuanzebe, Jerome Boateng, bring him back. Why do I feel like Townsend would score for us? Anyway, back to this over here. The thing is, like, the way I see it is, I feel like there is a lot in this. I feel like it's going to happen. I will go to Tomi's tweets as well to get the full picture, actually. Where's my man Tomi? He says Nunes going to strike shades of Mahrez. Andrea, who says no, exactly, yeah. Shades of Mahrez last when his first come calling was also late in the window. We had to come back next window. Can't see us doing that with Nunes. City and Mendes pay the asking, or we need to walk fast. Yeah, we'll see. I heard that Haaland, the Groyland thing. I don't like that, man. That was interesting as well. That apparently we discussed Joao Paulina as well. He's a good player for what it's worth, but they said for 85 million, an awful lot of money. He also sort of asked about. He also said that loads of people want McAtee on loan as well. Burnley, Leeds, Sheffield United, Wolves, and that was Joao Felix been offered to City again. Liverpool and Barcelona as well, apparently. Look, I would take Joao Felix on a loan for what it's worth, I would take him on a loan. He's a quality player. But, I feel like he's wasted his chance there. He generally has wasted his chance to get Manchester City, a move. I don't know. Is it Nunes? Is it pronounced Nunes or Nunes? I don't know how it's pronounced. Why have Felix we have Foden? Well, exactly. Foden is better than Felix. But he's just a good player, isn't he? I think those days have gone, unfortunately. He would have been good at one point. Nunes. Is it Nunes? Someone correct me. Someone genuinely correct me. Should we work it out? I'm going to Google Nunes pronunciation. He's Portuguese, right? He's Brazilian born, right? Or is it Portuguese? Let's have a look. Let's see what the Google tells us. Can you hear this? Can you guys hear this? I hope if you can.
Nunes.
I'm going to play it out loud.
Nunes.
Nunes, apparently. Nunes. Can you hear that?
Nunes.
There we go. Nunes, apparently. There we go. I'm calling him Nunes from now on. Nunes. It's Nunes. It's is sound. Yeah. There we go.
Nunes.
So when we sign Matheus
Nunes.
I think can that actually work? Every time I say his name, I'll just go
Nunes.
Him alongside everyone else. He's not Brazilian. No, he's not. He's Portuguese. Well, I Google Portuguese for what it's worth. In my defense, I guess it will be that. It'll be that anyway. Nunes. I only Googled Portuguese, to be fair. Nunes. No, I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll get there eventually. Why have I got the team line up? Look, this is going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I'm pretty relaxed that we're going to sign this player. I don't know. Maybe not. There was obviously news last night that we were close, close to signing, getting a deal, maybe a second deal agreed. I think City will agree a fee of around 63 million. I think it's going to happen. I reckon about 63 million or something like that. 64 million, maybe. I also feel like Tommy Doyle might go there as well. Apparently, they could formalise their interest. I really like Nunes, by the way, at Man City. I feel like the squad depth will be amazing if it happens. Nunes, it's just offers so much potential for this team. Like, we've gone from a position of being... Imagine this as a summer, by the way. Kovacic, Vardial, Doku and Nunes. That's a really good bunch of signing, isn't it? It's an excellent window. Especially when you consider that the people left, like Mahrez getting older, Gundogan. Do you know what I realise now, by the way? Kovacic is Rodri's the Gundogan replacement, and Kovacic lets him go forward, doesn't he? So it's almost like that's the situation which we got, which is wild. So Kovacic has been wonderful for us so far, and he lets Rodri be Gundogan, which is amazing. So we have got the Gundogan replacement, but we've got the Kovacic, we've got the Rodri replacement as well. And I think Nunes comes in. Sorry, wait. Where's it gone? When
Nunes,
comes in, I feel like he'll be the one to he'll be the one to take over Kovacic's current role. Kovacic will sit deeper, and Nunes will basically be more of an 8, I reckon. It's a really powerful squad if we got that. I think people are really underestimating how good Nunes is. I think that he's got a hell of a lot of potential. Like, Wolves are a bit of a mess, but like Jota wasn't incredible at Wolves. He was pretty good. Then he got better at Liverpool because he's surrounded by better players, and I think that's it's worth considering that Jota, like, he was a good player for them, but he wasn't a great player. Like, you look at his goal record all of a sudden, like it was decent at Wolves. He scored like, okay, 10, 16, and then all of a sudden, became 1 in 2 kind of player, 21 in 20, 55. He got better either way, and I feel like that could be the similar case here where he'll improve around better players, and that's how I feel about it. Calvin Phillips is what happens to him? What happens to him? I absolutely got no idea, man. I've got no idea. I mean, it's interesting. But I feel like he needs to make a decision for his career at this point, because he's not really going to play any football, and it's like he's too good a footballer, and I really believe this, too good a footballer to just sit there and do absolutely nothing. Like, he has to sort of respect himself to an extent. Like, it'd be such a massive shame if he plays no football whatsoever. Like, he surely should be looking to move forward a little bit and like get his career on track. Because like, there was a really sad tweet from Tolmy. Let me find it about Calvin Phillips. When he said, let me find it earlier. He said he felt sorry for watching him yesterday. So he was like teeing up the layoffs for his teammates during shooting practice. I mean, like, why is he doing the training? That's wild. If he's the one playing the passes for people to shoot, like, come on, lads. Like, that's quite embarrassing, man. Like, come on. Like, he surely should be better than that. It's a real shame. Like that. It's just, that's coaching level stuff, and that's sort of like putting out the training cone stuff. And like, Phillips has gone wrong, but he was so much better than that. Like, he was so much better than that at one point. He really was. Obviously, the levels are ridiculous. But he's such a nice guy. Like, I don't even realise if he is doing that. But like, I don't even. It might have been like he was helping a little bit, but it's wild. Oh, it's wild. Guys, please do help support the channel, by the way. Please do like and subscribe if you don't mind. Like, 96 likes, 400 people watching. Let's get those likes and subscribe if you are new. But yeah, but even as Alster said, like, he's not even the cone man yet. Yeah, some people saying that he's still, like, I'm not gonna, like, Cyan Mays, I've seen those rumors too, but until they're still attributed, I'm not gonna take them seriously, man, because it feels like I feel like it's one of those things where I can't really. I'm not gonna like speculate on like his lifestyle because I don't really know. I don't think he will do, Phillips. It's like, I think Guardiola, like, when Pep makes your mind up on you, unfortunately, that's sort of like the end of it. Like, and Pep has made his mind up. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm buzzing either way for the potential signing. Do we think it gets done? Like, I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Start a poll. Will Nunes sign before deadline day? There we go. There we go. I've asked the community. I've asked you guys. Like, what do you reckon? I don't even... Nunes. I don't know how to pronounce that. No idea. The thing is, he's on a lot of money, so that's the thing. Is he's on a lot of money, and I don't blame him for hanging around and trusting himself. But at some point, you've got to be looking after yourself and your career, because he won't play for England again. He'll just sort of sit on the bench, and like, I don't want to be cruel, but like, if I build a squad now, I don't see him in it. I don't see him on the bench where everyone's fit. Like, I'm gonna just randomly build a team now. I'll base it off, the the team that finished the game the other day or something like that. You know, it's a bit cruel, but I'll put like I'm gonna put Jack on the bench for now. I'm gonna put Vardial. I'm gonna put something like a strongest team. You know, something like it. Right now it would be Kovacic, Rodri. I'll put Silva out here. I'll put KDB if he's fit there. You know, I'm gonna put obviously Haaland here, and I'm gonna put Foden here for now. Sorry, Jack, but you know this is what I would love to see. I'm gonna put that Harsh and Alvarez and everything. This is not my team. It's just a bunch of players. Don't forget. And then if you'll suddenly start to add all the subs in, and you realise like I don't think he makes the bench. Does he make the bench? You got. You know, I'll bring the subs in right now. Like I don't think he makes the bench, which is crazy. You got Ortega, you got Lewis, you got who's else is not playing. You got Akanji, Ake. Then I would probably have Nunes would be there. If Palmer's still here, I'd rather have him on the bench. You know, Doku and Alvarez. Who else am I missing there? I feel like I'm missing someone else. Grealish as well, and that is 9 players there. Like that, I feel like all them would play. Does he get on the bench? And I'm being nice there, but does Phillips get on the bench if everyone's back? Like Rico's definitely ahead of him, absolutely. Like to me, like if all those get on the bench ahead of him, and that's crazy. Like I would have Lewis on the bench. Nunes, I'd have Palmer because he's more versatility, and that's the thing. Like, there's a chance he could be sitting in the stands. We will have injuries. I agree, but McAtee won't be here. Like I don't think Gomez maybe McAtee wouldn't be. McAtee's gonna go on loan anyway. I don't feel like I think he'd be on the bench. I think he'd be on the bench. I think he'd be in the stands if all these are fit. Like, that's crazy that. Because he's too good to be doing that. Do it without KDB. Obviously, without KDB, you just bring in, you know, off the bench. You put Phillips there and you put Foden in. You know, you put Alvarez in, whatever. So you understand then. But at some point, it's going to be difficult for him. You know, it's a while. It's wild. But this is where we're at. This is where we're at, unfortunately. Anyway, that's where we're at, guys. I mean, like, obviously, if there's any more, we're still at the poll, by the way. 85% people, 85% of the people think he'll sign for deadline day. I actually agree with that for what it's worth. I do think he will as well. Will I stream Champions League draw this Thursday? Do you know what, mate? I'm going to put it on my board so I don't forget. Thank you for reminding me. If you want to follow me over here to my whiteboard, you know, I'll spin the camera around. There we go. Let me put it on. Get my pen out. No. It is now on my whiteboard, so thank you very much for that. So yeah, I will be. I will be streaming. I'll be streaming. Who was it reminding me? Skylights for the win. Yeah, I love him, mate. But though, they do leak all the time, so they're old ones annoyingly. So yeah, it's all very good on that. I'll show you around the office if you want to. You know, I can just quickly show you where am I? Let me go to the fan view stuff. So there we go, my office here. You know, so you got obviously that's big cupboards there. It's like the way I did it, I got the chair there, and I've got like bookcases under there, and there's a little carpet. And the idea when Ruben's old enough, he can sit on the beanbag and read some books, play some games, whatever, which I thought was sweet. You know, and you got a sofa behind me and a shelf and stuff, and then over here you got TV, a dead plant, a fake plant, and then there's my whiteboard. And right behind the camera is the stairs that go down. It's the attic, so there we go. That is my office. I built all that from scratch. It was a mess beforehand, so I did it. I'm very proud of it. Telecaster as well. That's my old band guitar. Yeah. Either way, we are close to. I think Nunes will happen. I do think he will. I'm waffling now. I'm obviously just. I'm just waffling because I'm in a waffly mood today. I'm in a good mood. I've got a bit of energy today, which is nice. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please do like the video. Help support the channel. It is massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. Once again, if you want something else to watch, there is loads of content on the channel at the moment. Of course, go and like all those videos. Go and help support the channel. It does massively support. It really does. You'd be surprised how much it helps when you see the likes coming through and so on. So where are we at? We've got all this from today. The fan view live is great. My reaction from last night. Go and give it all a watch. I'll be live tomorrow, by the way. Hopefully got Asan in the morning tomorrow. I'll have Asan, then also Timsy for the rivals in the afternoon. So in the morning session, 2 live streams tomorrow, which should be really good, man. It should be good. Fingers crossed you all enjoy it. For now, Love you all in a bit. Bye-bye.